going very well. What's going on in Huntsville right now for me is, you know, continuing to handle business, which is what I typically do whenever we're done filming, because we are done filming. We've already filmed the second half. We ended in August. You guys are just about to see it. So I've just literally been working on all of my business endeavors. I have Fashion Week coming up Sunday. My skincare line is getting orders every day. And so I'm just working hard. That's what I do when I'm filming. I put all of that energy somewhere else.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of filming, what do you do to prepare for this process? Because I know sometimes things get contentious when you're filming. I know it can disturb your peace. What do you do to get ready to film Love and Marriage Huntsville?
So it's not necessarily that I do anything to get ready to film for Love and Marriage Huntsville. The work that I do on myself is work that I do every day, regardless, whether that's getting ready to go into a new season or not. And so what I really work hard to do is to make sure that I'm in a place where I am calm, where I'm at peace, where I'm surrounded by the things and the people that I desire to be surrounded by. And so then by doing so, when it comes to, hey, it's time to film Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's the same energy and peace that I bring into the starting of filming the show, right? And so it's a constant everyday work.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I have an official description of the new season. Okay. And it says, the new episodes continue to follow the group as they navigate their businesses, friendships, and relationships in Huntsville. The season rehashes the fallout from Melly and Martel's relationship as the two reconnect. And Melly admits to Stormy that she is cautiously moving forward with him. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Stormy, because I feel like for you, she is someone who has been...
I'm sorry, girl, but hold on.
Wait, is that description not correct?
Girl, that whole description right there, child. If that's not do some misleading up in there, I don't know what does. So let me be very clear. Listen,
let's be clear.
Let's be very clear. I was not in any way reconnecting with Martel. I hate that they use that term. This is my first time hearing the description. There was no attempt of reconnecting of any kind. Maybe they felt that way because first half I was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to film with him, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all would love to have it, but no, right?
Yes.
And then the second half, of course, we do end up filming together. So maybe that's the only reconnect that I got is the work reconnect. I don't know.
They said it with straight too, like they're reconnecting, and I was like, I don't know.
No, and even like the conversation you said, cautiously moving forward as it pertains with, you know, my conversation with Stormy. It was moving forward in the sense of trying to co-parent, not anything outside of that.
Yes. Yes. Can we talk about the co-parenting? Because like you said, you are all about protecting your peace. And I remember we did an interview with you and you said, you're not going to see me pay him any mind. I'm going to pay him dust. But I feel like everyone gets to a point where they feel like they have to defend themselves.
Yes.
Was there a breaking point for you? Because we all recently saw what happened on social media.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And, you know, I work very hard to rise above and to remain positive as it pertains to my posts, as it pertains to how I am literally really living on a daily basis. Anybody who's in my camp that's around me, they will tell you that I exude positivity, and that's what I exude on a regular. However, as you said, everyone has a breaking point. And so I've seen some things come across social media around March, April, long posts. I didn't respond. Then it happened again a couple of months after. I didn't respond. And so after a while, if you continue, you know, to poke the bear, you're going to get a reaction. And so that's what ended up happening, was you guys got a reaction. I think sometimes people will take your decision to be quiet or silent as weakness. And sometimes you just have to remind people, like, yes, I'm on my journey of peace, but at the same time, there's a time for war. So leave me alone, you know? And so that's kind of where it was. Looking back at it now, do I regret responding? To be honest, I don't. I meant and said everything that I meant and said.
Yeah. Look, somebody in the comments said Scorpio. And I was like, yeah, that was big Scorpio energy. Like, don't come for me.
Yeah.
But if you come for me, I'm gonna send for you. So there's
but
that.
it takes a while. It takes a while. Not
Yeah.
every little thing deserves a response. And that's the way I move regularly and generally is, hey, I won't say anything. But at sometimes, you just have to remind people, don't get it twisted.
Right.
Is that a lack of maturity? No, it's not. Being mature was choosing for a while not to respond or say anything. At the end of the day, I'm still human. I know a lot of people want to think that I think I'm perfect, but I don't. And so I'm still human, and I still, I still have feelings and emotions too. And that's just real life.
That is real life. That is real life. Are you going to stick to your guns and not respond in the future, or do you just not know? Is that just
girl, and everybody have me up here lying. I don't know. Everybody have me up here.
Like, I can't call it. I don't know.
I don't know. It just depends. It just depends. I try my best. My best. However, God bless me and help me to, as best as I can to continue to operate at my highest level of self.
That is the highest level of self. And I feel like we'll see you operating more in that highest level of self with Stormy this season. So let's talk more about this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. For you, who did you most enjoy filming with? I know there were some tumultuous times. I know some things got a little hectic, but who did you say, okay, you know what, we're about to have some fun with?
Hold on.
Not to get you to pick favorites, but
my children.
What'd you say?
My children.
Yeah. Of course, the babies.
My children. So, they were able to, they came to the amphitheater event. Of course, I had some scenes that I filmed. Everything doesn't make the cut, but I've had some scenes that I filmed with them, and that's always fun for me, because they enjoy filming. And so it's always fun to be able to work together in the craft together. So those are the times when I get most excited.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's talk about what else we will see this season. We're talking about Kimmy. First of all, have you spoken to Kimmy lately? Because I think a lot of people are concerned by what they've seen in the trailer. Obviously, we can't reveal what is going on because we're getting ready for the new season. But how is Kimmy?
I would say Kimmy. Ask Kimmy. Ask Kimmy.
Okay, fair. Okay. I want to talk a little bit more about social media. So first of all, we have at Boston a great relationship with Carlos King. And one of the things we have noticed with his shows is that you guys bring kind of a second season to the show to social media, because there's what's airing and then there's what's happening live. Do you guys ever get any text messages or any phone calls like, okay, could you like delete that, or can you hop off social?
No, ain't nobody to me ask me to delete nothing, because the fact of the matter is, I rarely even say anything about anybody else on social media. Yeah. When I'm on social media, I'm normally promoting self-care, self-love, business, motherhood, life after divorce. I'm rarely ever talking about anybody when it comes to my social media. So no, ain't nobody texting me anything.
Right. And then with social media, do you ever feel like people get a different misconception of you? Like, have you ever
my mama just came on here. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. I see her. Andrea on here. Hey, yeah, they coming through, girl. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just saw that pop up.
No, it's good. That means you got support. You got support here, which is good. Do you ever feel like people get things misconstrued about you on social media? And if so, like, what kind of things do you think people think?
When it comes to social media, I don't feel like people have me misconstrued. I think they understand exactly where I'm coming from most of the time and exactly who I am, which is probably one of the reasons I don't have to go to social media often to defend myself, because I'm so transparent and authentic with who I am and being true to who I am on social media, off social media, that most people see right through all the BS. So I don't have to really do or say much of anything.
Right. And I noticed that you called it purpose work. Even in the midst of all that is going on, you still said this is purpose work because people can connect with you in this way and can relate to it. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So when I started the show, I knew that I wanted to have a reality TV show that was actually real. So I knew out the gate that I wanted to be transparent. I wanted to be authentic. And I knew that meant opinions from others coming, good and bad, right?
Yes.
But I wanted to be true to where I was in life, where I was in my situation, where I was in my marriage and my family dynamic. And so because of that, did I think that it would create this major platform for me to be able to touch women all across the world and get DMs from people every day who are loving on me and who I'm able to show love to and who are sharing their stories? No, I didn't think that. But once I realized that that is what God had for me, then that's why I say it's purpose work. So when it comes to, you know, me posting and me encouraging, it doesn't matter if people get tired of it. It doesn't matter if they like it or not. That's my purpose work. And everyone has to work to figure out his or her purpose and operate in that. And when you're operating in your purpose, it never matters what anybody has to say.
Absolutely, absolutely. And once again, this is Boss's Reality Recap with Miss Melody Shari from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm your host at I Am Danny Canada, managing editor for Bossip. I'm looking at some of these questions. First of all, we're getting a lot of, hey Mel, we love you. I also see one from 718. How are you dealing with things mentally with how others on your cast try, and they put that in capital letters, try to portray you?
You know, back to kind of what I mentioned earlier, I think that one, whenever there's so much negativity that people have towards you or to say about you, once you've chosen to remove them out of your space, that speaks volumes to me. If that energy wasn't there when you were around me, when you were in my home, if you were traveling with me, when we were together, that energy wasn't there, then all the negativity you have to say after I've chosen to remove myself, then to me it's like a ball of trash. So I don't let it bother me mentally because I know who I am. I have people around me every day who are like, oh my gosh, you know, Mel, you are generous, you are kind, you are sweet, you are giving, you are loving. Like people see that, who've been around me for years. They see that every day. So people who I've chosen to remove myself from, that have so much to say after I've removed myself, I don't care.
Yeah.
God bless them.
God bless. You can't let it bother you. No. Fair enough. Fair enough. So one thing I've noticed is that Love and Marriage Huntsville, what is it, season 4, season 5 now? People are so
heavy about season 6. It's season 4B.
Girl, people are so enamored by this show. This has been a constant on OWN. This is constantly the #1 show for Black women on Saturdays. Why do you think people are so enamored by Love and Marriage Huntsville?
I think that people first really became connected to the show because they felt like they could relate. They felt like it was authentic. They felt like they were seeing real, you know. And on top of that, they also enjoyed, outside of the messy piece, being able to see the business part of it. And so people became connected. You know, they were able to relate to a lot of the stories and, you know, the lives of the cast. And they just, from out the gate, they've just continued to fall more and more in love with the show as a whole.
Yep.
This was a great interview. I absolutely love Melody's inspiration, and we look forward to seeing her, hopefully getting a glimpse of seeing her walk in New York Fashion Week on September 11th, this upcoming Sunday. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will talk to you all soon.